access right here, guys. This is that one setup we did, what was that, a month ago or so? We got the access through the cedars, comes up right to the back of the blind. Perfect, boys. This is that time of year, November 6th, I believe today. If they're not with a doe, they're going to be on their feet. It'll be one of the best days of the year. But if they're with a doe, you probably aren't going to see them unless they're really close to where you're at. Well, it is the afternoon of November the 6th. Feels like day number 97, but it's like day probably 8 of me hunting. I've just been getting my butt kicked back around where I hunt. It's just nothing there compared to last year. It was, you'd see multiple deer every set, and it's just 6 sets and not a single deer. So we are here at the DW8 plot. Looks pretty good, feels pretty good. We have the Decoy out there. It's a little warm today, about in the 50s, straight south wind, so we cannot get winded. And if we do, I don't know how, but we're here. We'll see how it goes.
so he's just like, whatever. We can be friends. Yep. That deer is gonna be giant. Yes, sir. You know, Devin, I wonder if it's the same buck that's been in velvet like the last 2 seasons. You don't know what it's going to be that deer, though. Because that deer would have to be at least 4. Yeah. And this deer's not. No. Not a chance. No, sir. You could be 5 if you wanted to be. That's nuts. Send the balls. Yeah. That rattling sequence worked though. I still had the camera on. It's like it sounded like he popped out, right? I don't know. Whoa. Those are the genetics you like to see. We'll see him in about 2-3 years. What are you looking at? That's what I'm wondering. He's got something spotted. Come on, big boy. Step on in. He's got little man syndrome. Whoa, what do you got to say for yourself? I don't have any words other than I needed that in the worst kind of way to just keep fighting. Gosh. Yeah, that was nuts. Now, for you guys that haven't decoyed much, that's a perfect example of how they're going to try and get the wind on that decoy. So we got a south wind which is blowing this way, and he worked perfect right here between the blind and the decoy, but you can see he wanted to circle and get the wind on him, and 99% of the time that's what they're going to do. You know, if he popped in from the other side, he'd have done the same thing, worked that side, came around downwind of him. Almost always do that. Occasionally, if one's really worked up, he may not, but that's a rarity. So always keep that in mind when you're setting up your decoy. Devin would have had a 10-yard shot at him right here in front of the blind. If that, I mean, he was close. Well, it's about 4:30, so just about an hour left, but it's been pretty eventful so far. I let out a rattle sequence about, 20 minutes ago. We had that Studley 3-year-old just do it, read the script and everything. And Owen and I are just in here talking a little bit, and look up and there's a doe running across the hill over there, and shortly behind her is a short tine 10, and he is large and in charge. So we gave him a little rattle just to get his attention. He looked back and to snort wheeze, so he knows something's over here, so he may be back, and if he is, he's gonna be leaving in some herd. So the last hour is the best hour, so let's go. Man, I apologize, guys. I totally dropped the ball on that. So he's running across the field, and I wanted to tell Devin what deer it was so he could call to him or whatever. I forgot I was supposed to be filming it, so I'm glassing the deer, telling him what deer it is. And he hit the antlers, so I'm watching just to see if the deer's looking or going to come this way. So completely let you guys down, but with any luck, he'll get done harassing that doe and head back this direction. Perhaps. Fun stuff. Devin, I can't believe I missed all that. If that would have been your shooter, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I actually didn't have it. Oh. Thank you. Oh, he can't stand it. He's got to have a look at it. Is there one right below his tail? I don't think so. Trying to catch his breath. Yeah, he's a little out of shape. I
Gotta tell you, what I just did there was god awful. So this framey 3-year-old, I know that buck, he pops out over here on this corner. And you know, these Canon cameras, they take just a little bit to turn on, so I guess I hit the record button before it was turned all the way on. So I filmed him work this whole edge, come all the way around downwind, just like I said what they would do if they popped out on that edge. Come around on this side of him, trying to get the wind on him. Never recorded any of it. I'm just thinking I've got it perfect. I'm definitely fired as a cameraman. Alright, sign me up, I'm fired. That means I gotta go hunting. But Devin said he got the red light on because he couldn't see it. You know, there's one in front of the camera here. And I looked and I was like, oh my gosh, it's not. So obviously I did get it turned on and I did get to film him a little bit. But I think they're just up here to the north. But both of those deer we filmed, the bigger two are going to be absolute monsters. You guys might think I'm lying, that's a 3-year-old, but I'm telling you, I know that deer from last year where I filmed him, matter of fact, down on Death Row. It was that little spindly buck that had the little crab claws in the front. That's him, he's just blowing up. So watch out, sure hope he makes it. Devin, I can't believe I missed all that.
Well, we're down here to about the last 20 minutes. Just losing light fast, so all in all, it's been very, very eventful for me. You know, seeing activity coming off of a 600 dry spell is just, you know, you got a small flame when that happens, and then it's just, the flame reignites, so it'll never go away, and the day it does, go ahead and bury me. Now, Owen almost got buried. Then he hit the record button, so we'll let it slide one time. But he's let me on his property, so I can't say much. That's all I got for you. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Take her away, Owen. Take her away.
Alright, he's not lying. I missed some good stuff. Like I said, I had the one 3-year-old worked into the decoy perfect. Missed all that. I didn't have the record hit. And then we seen short time 10 up there on the hill chasing a doe. Didn't get that. So I'm officially fired, retired from filming. It was good seeing you guys. See you when I have the bow in my hand. Thank you.